We're finally doing it, you all. Yes, you've asked, and I do read your comments. We're talking about Dolce and Gabbana's Devotion, the Intense version, a new release for fall 2024. I have some thoughts about this fragrance. I've been rocking with it, playing in it, and I'm ready to share those thoughts. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Maria here. Yes, we're talking about this beauty right here. Yes, Dolce and Gabbana's Devotion Intense. We're doing its dedicated review today. I'm excited about that. So as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 5 categories. The first category is mood, and that is when do I see myself wearing this fragrance, what time of year, when and where, what's the vibe, all that. We talk about it in the mood category. Second category is strength, and that is on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice that I probably am gonna have to scrub laundry in order to get it off. Third category is longevity, and that's how many hours long lasting is a fragrance, because we do care. Then the fourth category, which is this a compliment getting fragrance? Because hey, what's wrong with getting a compliment? It makes you feel better about yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Then in the fifth category, and that is the comparison category, and that is, does this fragrance smell like anything else? Does it remind me of any other fragrance? Do I have it in my collection, or have I just smelled it out in the wild, or a sampling series video? Because you all know we have a ton of fragrances out these days, and things do start to smell like after a while. So we talk about it there in the comparison category. So now you all know how we do things. Let's get on into it. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm rocking out with a plummy lip color because cool tone is all the rage right now. I'm just having a moment with it. Lipstick of the day is from MAC, and this is MAC Spirit lipstick, which is a plummy mauve nude color. As always, beauty details on everything on my face, as well as all the fragrances I talk about today, will be in the description box below, linked and tagged, so you do not have to ask questions about that. Fragrance of the day is also a fall 2024 release. This is one that I'm playing in, and therefore a dedicated review will be coming forward as well. This is the new Prada Paradox Virtual Flower fragrance. This is interesting. Now that I have a full-size bottle of it, and particularly I have a big bottle of it, I will be wearing this and playing in it, and I will be giving my thoughts on this one, as well as I will be doing a comparison video against its sisters, the other Prada Paradox fragrances, the original Prada Paradox, as well as the Prada Paradox, the intense one too. So stay tuned for that video as well. But again, fragrance of the day is Prada Paradox Virtual Flower. And now let's get into Dolce and Gabbana's The Intense dedicated review. As always, again, to the specs of the fragrance. This fragrance, again, is a new release for fall 2024. I happened upon it in Sephora back in September. So I was like, oh, okay, they got a new one. Let me smell this and see what it's giving, right? And you all saw that sampling series video, I'm sure. And I told you all, this one surprised me. I was not expecting to like this one, but hey, we're here now. We have a full-size bottle of it and we're reviewing it. Another thing, this is a flanker. The original Dolce & Gabbana Devotion, I want to say, came out last year, and that was unexpected. Nobody knew that was coming either, and that one took the internet by storm. People really love their fragrance. I necessarily was not on that team, but I do remember the hype that it got, so I got to give it that respect. So this is a follow-up flanker to that original Devotion fragrance. Also too, I was happy to note that they kept the same perfumer from the original, as well as to this intense version that we're talking about, which is Oliver Cresp. And y'all have heard me talk about Oliver Cresp before on the channel because he has his own line of fragrances. He's a gourmand king. He makes acro fragrances, just FYI. So if you like acro in the niche world, you want something also by him, but in the designer world, look no further than the Devotion line, because he likes gourmands. Let's get into the sizes and pricing of this fragrance. The one thing I do appreciate about designers, and particularly Dolce & Gabbana as a house, they always make a ton of sizes, so there is a size at a price point that works for somebody. That's the beautiful thing about that. So the first size that I saw they have is a 10 milliliter size. That's the travel size, the skinny one that you can put in your purse. That retails for $40. Then there is the 30 ml size, and that retails for $105. Then there is the 50 ml size, and that retails for $140. And then there is the size that I picked up, the 100 ml, the Big Daddy. The 100 ml size retails for $175. Also, since it is holiday time when I'm filming this video, it's December, they do have a gift set for us. That's also a great value too on the fragrance. Plus, everybody's having sales and things, so you can catch a discount on this fragrance. But I always like to give you all the retail value and prices of a scent so you all are aware. I just realized for the notes, they actually have it on the back of the box. And the notes are hazelnut, orange blossom, and vanilla. So very simple notes, straight to the point. So one thing reading this, I said, oh, this is gonna be sweet and slightly gourmand, which again makes sense because of who made the scent, right? Now I'm gonna spray the fragrance, you all, and I'm gonna tell you what I actually get from the scent. I get the hazelnut. I get the hazelnut. That's what sold me on this scent. I get the hazelnut. Then I get the sweet orange blossom and the vanilla mixed in. So straight up, what they wrote up about this fragrance is what you get. There is no fantasy note. There's nothing more hidden in the scent. It's what it is. Hazelnut, vanilla, and orange blossom for sure. This is sweet, but not juvenile sweet. It's doing just enough. It's at my threshold of sweetness that I can handle. And for me, the reason I can pick up on a hazelnut is because I enjoy Nutella, which is a hazelnut-based dessert. Also, Ferrero Rocher, those candies, they're hazelnut. So yes, I'm a hazelnut girl. So you gotta be a person that like hazelnut in order to really pick up on it, in my opinion. Otherwise, the orange blossom and vanilla might overpower the scent for you. But if you're a hazelnut lover like I am, you will smell it. Oh, this is sweet. Oh, this is fun and happy. This is sweet. It's a sweet, but in a good sweet, not too much. It's more in a thick sweet, not syrupy. I'm okay with it. Now let's get into the rating system because that's what y'all really care about. That's why you watch the video. So let's get into it. The first category, well, mood of this scent. So the mood of Devotion Intense. Absolutely, this is a cold weather fragrance. Fall and winter, stand up. That is the time of year to wear this. In particular, it has to be like at least 50 degrees. It has to be in the 50-degree mark. Like when it's borderline, it's still a little warm outside. This doesn't sing well in my opinion because I smelled it again. It's September. September here in Tennessee is still kind of warm. I was like, okay, I still like it. I see the vision. I didn't feel like I needed it at that time, but then as we got closer to October and things and y'all saw it in the haul, I was like, okay, now I can see myself wearing this fragrance because it needs the cold air to really do it justice. And because of the fact there's hazelnut in this scent, this will go well for the holiday season and holiday parties because hazelnuts and things is more of like a festive holiday treat situation to me. So it works. So that's why I say this one is in its season right now. The next category is strength, and on a scale of 1 to 10, interesting enough, this scent is not super loud to me. I give it a 5. So it's like average. It's perfectly average, meaning I smell it. Am I saying, oh, it's kicking down the door? It's like that. No, it's not. It's not beast mode, but can I smell it? It's not a weakling, but it's just right there in the middle. It's doing just enough. I know you're there. But it also goes back into that point of what I was saying, that it's not too sweet. Because had this been even sweeter, then I feel like the strength of it would have been even louder to my nose. So again, I give it a 5 in the strength category. Next category we have is longevity. How many hours long lasting is this fragrance? And I'm happy to report for me, I was pleased with the longevity. I get about 6 hours of this scent each time I've worn it. So this is one, every time I wear it, I tend to be going out, I've noticed too, and I would catch wafts of it. So this is one that I wouldn't necessarily be thinking about my fragrance, but however, it would hit me in the nose. And I was like, oh, it's not the strongest fragrance I have. However, it's definitely present and I'm smelling it. Like it would let me know, hey, I'm still here. I'm still here. And I'm like, okay, I smell you. I see you. We're here. We see each other. Yes, we see each other. So I have to give it 6 hours, y'all. So I'm pleased with the longevity of this fragrance. Next category, is this a compliment getting fragrance? And let me tell you something, it is. One thing about the house of Dolce and Gabbana, they do fragrance well and they know what it takes to make people like their fragrances. They know what's going to sell. They know what's going to be mass appealing. And they did not stray away from their roots with it with this Devotion Intense. This one is a crowd pleaser. Everybody's like, oh, you smell so cozy and yummy, you smell sweet. That's like the general sense of what I'm getting. People go in for a hug and they're like, ooh, let me hold you a little bit longer, you smell good. That's been my experience with the fragrance. So this one is a win. This one is also head elf approved. He likes when I wear this one. He said I smell sweet. So I'm like, all right, cool. That works. So yes, this is a compliment getting fragrance. Now the next category, the comparison category, which is starting to become everybody's favorite category, I'm noticing. Does this fragrance smell like anything else? And if so, what are those fragrances? So naturally, of course, being that Devotion Intense is a flanker, of course, we got to compare it to its original, right? So there is a difference in Devotion Intense compared to the original, and it's mainly only one note, y'all, because I actually looked up the notes. As stated again, in the Devotion Intense version right here, we have hazelnut, orange blossom, and vanilla are the notes. However, in the original Devotion, instead of hazelnut up top, they have candied lemon at the top, and then they have the orange blossom and vanilla. So it's only one note of a difference, but for me, that one note was significant enough for me to make a decision. The hazelnut to me is better blended. It's more of a gourmand take, whereas that candied lemon in it, yes, you do smell that candied lemon in it. It's sweeter, it's louder for sure in that original version. I didn't personally like that. I know a lot of people love it, but I don't like that. But I have to say they do smell similar for their reason, because again, there's only one note of a difference, so I have to point that out. Another fragrance that came to mind too, and it's because of the hazelnut note in particular, was I was like, will it smell like Bonner Menage Tribeca? Because this is a hazelnut based fragrance too. And I said, let me smell them since we're here. This is hazelnut and caramel in here and some moss in the Tribeca. I have a full dedicated review on Tribeca, by the way, already on the channel. Definitely check that out too. Yes, both of these are hazelnut fragrances, but they go in completely different directions. Tribeca fragrance from bond number 9. This is more caramel, airy moss situation. Yes, it's gourmand, but it just goes in more that direction. Whereas the Belle of the Ball here, Devotion Intense, she's more vanilla orange blossom sweet. So they're different fragrances. Again, they both just happen to have a hazelnut note. So that's like the only comparison I can make. So do they smell alike? No. But if you're a person that's been looking for another hazelnut scent, then go with bond number 9's Tribeca. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my dedicated review on this beautiful fragrance right here, Devotion Intense. This fragrance is excellent, and in my opinion, hands down, this has been the best release for the fall, in my opinion, out of the designer realm. This one is excellent to me. I'm enjoying this scent. It smells divine, and as y'all can tell, I love this so much. I got 100 ml of it, and y'all know I don't do that. I'm a 50 ml girl, so that's how I feel about this scent. I feel very strongly about it. This is the one to get. So if you were not a fan of the original, I highly recommend checking out the new Intense version from Dolce and Gabbana. Let me know your thoughts about the dedicated review. Do you love the fragrance? Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you disagree? It's okay. Fragrance is subjective. We'll talk about it in the comments below. But until next time, elves, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.